We have Alan Bundy here to introduce our next program segment. Alan has worked with Novo Nordisk, a global leader in diabetes research and development for the past 14 years. He's currently a regional account manager where he works with regional payers, health systems, and large employers around diabetes and obesity initiatives. Alan has participated on the World Diabetes Day Planning Committee for the last 4 years and loves to support community events that help patients and families living with diabetes. Thank you, Alan, for your service and your support over these past 4 years. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it. And welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us again today on World Diabetes Day 2020. It is my pleasure to introduce the next segment, Think Your Drink. So have you ever wondered how much sugar is found in your favorite drinks? Well, our next presenter, Rachel Oliva, is here to highlight the differences between natural sugars and added sugars in beverages. Rachel is a community nutrition educator with the University of Rhode Island's SNAP Ed program. She is here today to help us choose healthier drink options. So with that being said, without further ado, I'm going to welcome Rachel, and I'll hand it over to Rachel now. So welcome, Rachel.
Thank you. I will begin by sharing my screen. Great. Can everyone hear me well and see my presentation?
Yes.
Thank you. So hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope everyone is doing well. My name is Rachel Oliva, and I'm a community nutrition educator with the University of Rhode Island SNAP Ed program. Today, we're going to learn about how to make healthier and more informed choices when it comes to the beverages that we drink. Here is our outline for today. First, we will talk about the differences between natural and added sugars. Next, we will do an activity called Think Your Drink. Then we will learn how to understand the percent daily value on a nutrition facts table, and we will talk about go, slow, and whoa drinks. We will also leave some time for questions at the end. Now, before we continue, I would like to inform you that we do not know your personal health history, so for this reason, we will not be able to answer any personal medical questions. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions that you may have regarding a medical condition. So let's begin by talking about sugar. Sugar is a type of carbohydrate that gives your body energy. There are two types of sugar, natural sugar and added sugar. Some of the drinks that we're going to talk about today have one or both of these types of sugars. The sugar found in fruit is called fructose, and the sugar found in milk is called lactose. Drinks such as 100% juice and low-fat milk not only contain natural sugar, but they also have vitamins and minerals that keeps our bodies healthy. We do not need to limit natural sugar the same way we should limit added sugar. So this sugar packet that you see on the screen represents added sugar. Added sugar is found in baked goods, candy, and sugar-sweetened beverages. Too much sugar can lead to dental health issues and also potentially lead to other riskier diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, obesity. So 1 packet of added sugar or 1 teaspoon of added sugar is equal to 4 grams of added sugar. Can you believe that the average American consumes 77 grams or 20 sugar packets per day through the foods that they eat and the drinks that they drink? That's a lot, right? So kids, teens, and women should limit their added sugars to 6 teaspoons or 24 grams per day. And men should limit added sugars to 9 teaspoons or 36 grams per day. So we're going to take a look at how we can cut down our added sugar numbers today. Let's look at some nutrition facts label examples. This nutrition facts label for the 100% juice has 36 grams of sugar with 0 grams of added sugar. In order to figure out how many sugar packets equals to 36 grams, we need to do some division. So to start off this equation, what we're going to do is fill in the total amount of grams of sugar present, which is 36 grams. And then we're going to divide that by 4 grams per sugar packet. And that gives us 9 total sugar packets. But remember, this is all added sugar because there's 0 grams of added sugar in the 100% juice drink. This is all natural sugar, I'm sorry. There are 0 grams of added sugar in the 100% juice drink. So not only does 100% juice have natural sugar, but it also provides us with vitamins and minerals, as you can see on the label. Be sure to always look for 100% juice on the label. Also check the ingredients to make sure that the only ingredient is fruit juice itself. We also want to be sure to limit juice to 4 to 6 ounces per day for kids and limit to 1 cup per day for adults, as it is best to get our vitamins, minerals, and fiber from the actual fruit. Now let's look at drinks that have both natural sugar and some added sugar. This nutrition facts label for chocolate milk or any flavored drink that you and your family might enjoy has 52 grams of total sugar with 32 grams of added sugar. If there are 52 total grams of sugar and 32 grams of added sugar, how many grams of the sugar are natural? To solve this, we will subtract the 32 grams of added sugar from the 52 grams of total sugar, and we would get 20 grams of natural sugar. That sugar comes directly from the cow, and it's called lactose. However, the chocolate adds 32 grams of added sugar, or 13 sugar packets. So notice there are a combination of natural and added sugars here. Chocolate milk is a great source of calcium, vitamin D, and protein, but it has quite a bit of added sugar. If your family enjoys chocolate milk, it would be a healthier option to purchase plain milk and chocolate syrup. When you add your own syrup, you can control the amount of added sugar. Now let's look at an example of a drink that has all added sugars and no natural sugar. The nutrition facts label on this 12-ounce can of soda has 40 grams of total sugar, and all of that is added sugar. This would be 10 sugar packets. Now, if we look at the ingredients under the nutrition facts label, we see high fructose corn syrup. And high fructose corn syrup is a fancier way of saying sugar. This 12-ounce can of soda is a mixture of carbonated water, sugar, and caramel coloring. There are no vitamins and minerals. Also, this drink has caffeine. And caffeine is like fake energy. It may make us feel energized for a short period of time, but eventually we will crash. After drinking just one 12 fluid ounce can of soda, kids, teens, women, and men would all be above their recommended intake of sugar. So if you're looking for a drink with carbonation, try seltzer water, either flavored with natural flavors and no added sugar, or add your own fruit. So now, a quick way to know if a drink is high or low in added sugars is by looking at the percent daily value on a nutrition facts label. So the percent daily value tells you the percentage of each nutrient in a single serving compared to the daily suggested amount. This brings us to the 5-20 rule. The 5-20 rule is a rule that you can use when looking at foods to make healthier choices. A percent daily value that's 5% or less would be considered a nutrient that's low. A percent daily value that's 20% or higher would be considered a nutrient that's high. So in the case of added sugars, we want to choose foods low in added sugars. So again, this means we want to look for percent daily value that's closer to 5% or less for added sugars. So let's see, now you can see some pictures of drinks on the screen. What makes some of these drinks healthier than others is the amount of added sugars that are in them. The drinks that are high in added sugars make us feel sluggish and slow, while others are high in vitamins and minerals and they keeps our bodies hydrated and healthy. So now a great way to help guide us in making healthy drink choices is by grouping drinks into categories based on how healthy they are for us. So the first category, as you can see, is called the Go category. And Go drinks are drinks that we should drink every day. They keep us hydrated and provide our bodies with vitamins and minerals. These would be the drinks that have no added sugar, like water, 100% juice, and plain low-fat milk. These are the healthiest drinks for our bodies. Now, the second category we're going to talk about is the slow category. And slow drinks are drinks that we can have sometimes. They keep us hydrated and provide our bodies with some vitamins and minerals, but also have added sugar. These would be the sports drinks, 10% juice drinks, and low-fat chocolate milk. The next category we'll be talking about is called the woe category. And woe drinks are drinks that we should save for special occasions because they have no vitamins and no minerals, and they have a lot of added sugar. These would be the soda, sweetened iced tea, the energy drink, and the coffee with extra cream and extra sugar. Now, lastly, the last group we're going to look at is called the no category. And this is particular to children. No drinks are drinks that children should not have. They are high in added sugar and caffeine and could be dangerous. Energy drinks and coffee would be classified as no drinks for children, as they are not healthy for them in any amount. Adults can have no drinks, but at their own risk. So let's be more mindful of the types of drinks that we're having, and let's aim to choose more go drinks. Now we're going to go over 2 popular drinks, and let's see how we can make them healthier. The first one is coffee. So now I know that many of us may rely on coffee to wake us up in the morning. There is no harm in an adult having a cup or 2 of coffee each day. Just be mindful of how many cups of coffee you're drinking each day and what is being added to it. Black coffee by itself has no sugar. However, it is when we start adding sugar, syrups, and flavored cream and milk to coffee that those sugar packets can really start to add up. So instead, let's try to make our own coffee at home, and we can add rich flavors to your coffee without added sugars, such as adding cinnamon, cardamom, vanilla extract, and nutmeg. Or when ordering out, you can order a smaller size of coffee, and you can choose low-fat and non-sweetened milk options instead of cream to cut back on extra fat and calories. Also, you may want to cut back on sugar pumps. So now, the next popular drink we're going to take a look at is called sports drinks. The best time to drink sports drink is when you're exercising for 60 minutes or more, or when you're recovering from a stomach bug and can't keep any food down but need some calories and vitamins and minerals. So keep in mind that unsweetened coconut water is a great alternative that provides us electrolytes. And if you're simply thirsty, a great go option would be water infused with your favorite fruit. Now let's go over some take-home messages from our lesson today. Drink go drinks most often, like water, plain low-fat milk, and 100% juice. Although it has natural sugar, someone with diabetes needs to be mindful of how much they're having. The next one would be limit 100% juice to 4 to 6 ounces per day. We want to limit drinks with added sugars, and these would be our woe drinks. Let's be mindful of how much we're having of woe drinks. We want to drink water as much as we can, and we also want to choose foods low in added sugars. So again, this means looking at the percent daily value and choosing a percent daily value or a beverage that has 5% or less. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to teach this lesson. Here is our website and our social media platforms for more information and healthy recipes. We will also be dropping into the chat box a helpful handout so you can make your calculations from home on any beverages that you may have. And it will be dropped in the chat box. And does anyone have any questions?
Thank you, Rachel. This is Alan. So yeah, we got a few questions coming in the chat box here, so I'm just gonna go through them. Okay. So there's the first couple that I see are in the same vein. So regarding coffee, are sugar substitutes okay to add? And then a follow-up question to that was, what do you think about stevia? Okay, got it. Yeah, so for example, stevia and maybe other artificial sweeteners, they're sweeter than sugar, so it does take a smaller amount to sweeten foods. This is why
foods made with artificial sweeteners may have fewer calories than those made with sugar, but we recommend talking to your doctor or nutritionist to choose which one would be the better option for you.
Okay, thank you. The next question comes, and it's, I love water and would like to know how much water is too much.
Yeah, so usually the average person doesn't drink enough water. So there's not really an amount that would be considered too much. I think you should just follow your own body cues and drink. Make sure you're carrying a water bottle with you throughout the day to make sure that you're not forgetting or you're drinking enough. But just listen to your own body cues, and whenever you're thirsty, make sure you have it on hand and next to you so you can drink water throughout your day.
Okay, thank you. And I don't see any other questions on there right now, and unless I'm missing something, Randy, but I think that's it for now. I don't see anything in the Q&A section as well. So we'll give it maybe another 30 seconds, and if anybody has any last questions for Rachel, please type it in the chat box.
I can also add another note on artificial sweeteners. There's still so much we have to learn about artificial sweeteners in terms of scientific research. There are limited studies on whether they're safe in the long term. So we still don't know how much is safe. So we always recommend talking to your doctor, and they can give you a more personalized recommendation.
Yeah, great point. Thank you.
There
Let's
is
see.
another one here. What do you think about Mio water sweetener?
Never heard of that one before. I think the most important thing is to check the nutrition facts label. It's probably a form of artificial sweetener. So that goes back to what I said before. We don't know how safe this is. There's still not enough research. So just talk to your healthcare provider so you can make the best choice on which sweetener would be best for you.
Great. Let's see, it looks like there's another one. Can natural unsweetened tea substitute water?
Yeah, so as long as it's unsweetened, that's a healthy option. And if it's too plain for you, you can also add some fruit in it to give it some natural flavors from the fruit. So that is a healthy option.
Yeah, good.
We also, looks like we have a question via YouTube that came in. Can diabetic patients have sweets? Is the question.
So again, we want to look at the nutrition facts label. We want to try to make those calculations and see if the sweet has added sugars. We want to limit added sugars, or if it has natural sugars, then we can have it. But someone who's diabetic needs to be mindful of how much they're having. And it's good to talk to your healthcare provider to see how much of natural sugars or added sugars you can have in a day.
Good. And it looks like another one came in the Q&A section here. So any tips to help drink more water every day?
Yeah, so something that can help you drink more water every day is carrying a water bottle with you. Sometimes if we don't carry a water bottle with us, it can be hard to reach our recommended water limit. So I recommend just carrying a water bottle with you and adding some fruit in it. It can make it a little bit more tastier, because sometimes we don't want to drink water if it's too plain. So I recommend adding some fruit fruit or herbs to spice it up. That's
great. Thank you. And I think we're right at time, unless there's any last second questions that come in. And I don't see anything right now. And if I'm missing something, Randy, just let me know. But otherwise, I will hand it back to you. And Rachel, I'd like to thank you very much for taking your time and supporting World Diabetes Day 2020. And great information, and something we all can, help us all, regardless. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me.